Just a few months ago, I made $524,325 in 4 days. And here are the 4 steps I used to do it.
Joining us is my man, Keala Kanae. Keala Kanae takes entrepreneurs on a journey to grow their businesses. Has done over $75 million in revenue.
All right, number 1, and this is the most important piece of them all, and that is to know your customer or your audience better than they know themselves. Know their wants, their needs, and their desires, and sometimes those things are not the same thing. A lot of entrepreneurs I see end up making the mistake of selling what they want to sell, rather than focusing on what their audience wants to buy. I've had webinars with a 97% show-up rate where 100% of people stayed all the way through 2 hours till the end when we made our pitch. And I made over $2,000 on that webinar. We regularly do live events where we make $2,500 a head. As I'm sitting here right now, I just came back from a live event we did 2 weeks ago where we made $7,800 per person. Numbers like that come from one thing: knowing your audience. And oftentimes when dealing with your audience, there may be a conflict between what they want and what they actually need in order to get them the result that they want. And that means then being able to sell them what they need disguised as what they want, which is a craft in and of itself. Plainly put though, the goal here is to know exactly what it is that your audience is dying for, and the rest comes pretty easy. Now, once you know what it is that your audience wants or needs, the obvious next step is to fill that need or desire. And if you can't fill it, well then find someone who can. Rewind a bit back to January of this year while I'm still on vacation in Hawaii, and my buddy, we'll call him Chris, calls me up out of the blue. Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris? How you doing, man? It's good to hear from you. Oh, you just got out of the shower. Oh, and you're thinking about me. It's mutual. So in that conversation, a light bulb goes off, and I realized that this could be a perfect fit for what my audience wants and needs. And so I said, hey, Chris, would you be open to doing a joint venture promotion together? He said, absolutely. All right, so the next step here is now to finally begin crafting up this irresistible offer. Now, a lot of times, entrepreneurs tend to think that their offer is their product, when in reality, as you're about to see, your product really only comprises about 25% of your offer. Here's what I mean. Let me break this down. When it comes to comprising an irresistible offer, there's really 4 major components. Number 1 is the product. Number 2 is the price. Number 3 is the bonuses. And I'm going to get to explaining what these are here in just a moment. And number 4 is the terms of your offer. So the product is the core product, the thing that you are trying to sell. The price is obviously the price that you're selling it for. Bonuses are anything additional that the buyer gets when they take you up on your offer. So when they buy your product, what else do they get that comes along with it? And the terms are going to be something along the lines of your guarantee. Do you have a satisfaction guarantee, a money-back guarantee? Do you have a date at which they have to take you up on the offer by before that offer goes away? Something along those lines. So in this example, what we came up with was something that we called the FAST Bootcamp. It stood for Faceless Automation and Social Traffic Bootcamp. It was a 12-week training program wherein they're learning how to build social media accounts. The specific point of those social media accounts is to just drive traffic to whatever offers they are promoting. The price of this particular product was $995. Bonuses, we had an onslaught of bonuses. So typically under bonuses and terms, this is where we're going to dump a ton of investment and time and energy because it's the thing that's really going to move the needle most in the overall offer. Typically under the terms, I like to create a guarantee that's so strong that at the end of me explaining the guarantee, I can say then, so the only way that you could lose is by not taking me up on this offer. Now, in this particular offer, we didn't have enough time to really sort out that guarantee. So we leveraged heavily the bonuses, which I'm going to show you here in just a moment. And in terms of this offer, our terms are a simple 30-day money-back guarantee. So you could take part in 4 weeks of the 12-week coaching program, and if you weren't happy for any reason, we'd happily give you all of your money back. Now, let me flip the page really quick and show you what our bonuses look like. This is the sales page that we actually use in the promotion of this offer. Down here, you can see the core product, the FAST Bootcamp. It was a 10-week bootcamp, not a 12-week bootcamp. Now, when we scroll down, here's all the bonuses. So you're going to get access to my content vault. In order for them to, create these social media accounts that are going to drive tons of traffic, they need to have access to lots of content. So I was giving buyers access to my content vault. So all of the content that I've created over the years so that they could chop it up and use it on those social accounts. A friend of mine, Kat, she gave away her pin funnels training, which is a training on how to use Pinterest to drive traffic. Chris added in additionally his clipping academy, which is where he teaches how to chop up long form content into short form content. And we're also giving away his content vault, a Canva masterclass, our affiliate domination course, which is basically showing them how to use these social media accounts to promote affiliate offers. We had the 70 Faceless Marketing Ideas Guide, 101 AI tools, and Bootcamp Medal of Honor. That's something that we send out to people when they take us up on one of our promotions. And on top of that, we also gave them a free ticket to our live in-person personal development event that we do a few times throughout the year. And that one, we normally charge $997 for. These are all backed by real world prices. Down here, you can see that once you tally up all of the bonuses, it comes out to $22,888 of value for just $995. So when we're putting together bonuses for our promotions, I want the bonuses alone to justify the price that we're asking for. That means even if they got nothing but the bonuses, they would be winning massively already. And so we are leveraging, in this particular promotion, we were leveraging bonuses heavily because we didn't have time to work on a really, really strong guarantee. So we just offered a simple 30-day money-back guarantee. Now that brings me to step number 4, which is how do we promote all of this to turn this into over $500,000 of cash collected in just 4 simple days. Let's get to it. Starting at the top, let's start with the overall funnel map. So you can see what all the various pages were in this funnel and how we move people through each step. Then I'm going to actually show you the exact funnel pages that we use in this promotion. So we had a few pages here. First was the registration page. This is the page that people are going to go to register for the live webinar because we use a live webinar for this promo. After that, they would hit the thank you page, the page that they see immediately after registering. Then we had the actual live webinar itself. And after that, we had a replay page. We had a sales page. Again, I'm going to show you all of these in a moment. And then we had the thank you page. And even this page was contributing to revenue for this particular promotion. So first things first, starting at the top, what we did is start emailing and text messaging our audience to push them to this registration page. Now, in this particular promotion, we only had about 2 or 3 days or so to get people to register for this event. But we had a big enough engaged audience that we were able to get about a couple thousand people registered or so. And this is, again, promoting to a small segment of our audience, but they are our best buyers, okay? So we pushed people to the registration page. When they registered, they were taken to a thank you page. I'm going to show you exactly what we put on these pages in order to make this promotion work. Now, once that was over, which happened for about 2 or 3 days, then the next step is obviously to push people to the actual webinar. So instead of only promoting it to the 2,000 or so people that were registered, we ended up taking our entire list and also pushing them to the live presentation. Now, this presentation went live on a Tuesday. So that means that the offer went live on a Tuesday. And then when that webinar was over, the very next thing that we did is we started pushing people to the replay page. Now, we only had this replay page up for approximately 24 hours. It was available until Wednesday at midnight. So the purpose of that is to get people to actually go and watch the replay. When we do a promotion, we typically always make the replay available, but for a very short, limited period of time. Because if we leave it open for too long, people will keep pushing it off, and eventually never get around to watching it. So in this particular instance, they were either there for the live presentation on Tuesday, or they had to watch the replay by midnight Pacific time on Wednesday. So again, they only had about 24 hours. Now, once that page was taken down, then we were pushing people directly to the sales page. On the sales page, which is a page I use in all of these promotions, what I've done now is taken down the replay, and I am putting up a shorter, condensed version of the sales presentation that somebody can consume in about 20 to 30 minutes. A lot of times as marketers, we kind of overestimate what people need to know in order to make the decision to buy our product. Now, keep in mind, we're not only selling to our customers in this promotion, but we're selling to our best customers in this promotion. So we already have that know, like, and trust factor. they've invested in us before, and as long as we have kept our promises in those investments, they're likely to want to invest in us again. So we put up the sales page and we started driving people to the sales page, and this offer closed that Friday at midnight Pacific time. So it opened on Tuesday and it closed on Friday. Again, only a 4-day window. So we had a limited amount of time to push people through this process. Anyway, they hit the sales page, they watch a short video, they get all the information that they need, and then if they make the purchase, they are pushed to the thank you page. Now, even the thank you page was contributing revenue to this particular promotion. So really quick, let me go ahead and pull up the actual funnel pages and walk you through how each of these pages worked. Okay, so here we are on the registration page. You can see, big bold headline, pre-headline, main headline, sub-headline, basically, quick call to action. We got a brief bio of the 3 presenters that we're going to be live at that event. We talk about what you'll discover, so the value that you'll get by attending. And we even threw in a couple of free bonuses that they would get just by attending. So this helped to even get a greater lift on that overall attendance rate. Obviously, I can't show you the exact webinar because that was a live presentation. But when somebody hit that registration page, here's the next page that they saw. You can see here, it breaks down everything that they need to know. It restates the time, the date and time of the event, gives them the link in advance, the link that they can save so they know how to get access to that event when it goes live. We had an add to calendar button, and we use a free tool to create that. And in this video, so here's a countdown timer that was counting down until the date and time of that event. But here in this video, I'm just reiterating to them in a short little 2 to 3 minute video the value of them actually attending. So I'm restating, here's the date and time, here's why you want to attend, here's what you'll miss if you don't attend. Can you really afford to miss that? That's risk reversal, by the way. And then reminding them about some of the free bonuses that they get only if they attend live. Now, obviously, the webinar was live, so I don't have a page for that. But here is the replay page. Now, what's important to know here is all of this stuff down here in the black, that was not visible on the page. Instead, these are all hidden elements that would pop up about 10 minutes after they stayed on the page. So that way, we're only showing it to somebody who's already engaged with the presentation. So here, when they hit the page, all they see initially is that it's a limited time replay. The video would start playing. And I don't even think we had the button showing. So the button and then the breakdown of the entirety of the offer, none of this was showing until they stayed on the page for 10 minutes. Now, another thing that we do here is all of that stuff is hidden for 10 minutes unless that person has clicked back to the page. So if they are visiting that page for the second time or more, we will make the entire offer visible on the page. So only on the first click do they see, oh, okay, there's just content on this page, let me watch that replay. But on their second click, or after 10 minutes goes by, they will then see the entirety of the offer. Again, we want to minimize the amount of friction that it takes for somebody to make a purchase of our offer. So if they hit that, they would eventually hit the order form. Now on this page, this is the sales page. So once that replay came down, now this is the sales page, which I shared earlier. Here's my short condensed video at the top, which is about a 20 to 30 minute presentation breaking down the entirety of the offer that's available to them. Here's the entire breakdown of visual components so they can read through. Here's everything that you get. And then once they clicked and they filled out the order form, here is the thank you page. And there's an important element here that we use in all of our promotions. So they would hit this page, and in this page, I'll be showing them a video and I'd say, hey, great job getting started. How would you like to actually get this product for free? So I explained to them that if they will take the time to post inside of our Facebook group and let everybody in our Facebook group know why they made the decision to make that purchase, well, then their name will be entered into a drawing where we were going to return some portion of what they paid, or I think all of what they paid for the product. And on top of that, they would get some additional money as well. So people would start going and posting into our Facebook group and sharing why they were making a purchase of that product. And then my team would take note of everybody that was sharing that in the group, and they would enter those people into a drawing. And we usually pick about 2 to 3 winners whenever we do this. Now, the important thing to know here is that we link directly to the group that we want them to post in. When they post in that group, they are told, they're given specific instructions in the video about what we want them to say, right? Hey, explain what was it that pushed you over the fence, that sort of thing. And they use a very specific hashtag. So it's easy for us to find those posts inside of the Facebook group. Now, what ends up happening when we do these promotions is people will start reading each other's posts and they'll say, that's it, I'm in too. That's it, you've totally convinced me. This is exactly what I needed to hear. I'm gonna get in before, it's too late, that sort of thing. So you'll actually see those posts converting other people in that social media audience. And another thing that we often see happen is that people who didn't even catch the live presentation, they missed the replay, they didn't even get a chance to visit the sales page yet, people will literally be saying, oh, I must have missed something somewhere. I'm going to have to go look into this. I'm checking my inbox now. Or they'll ask questions in there. Does anybody have the link to this so I know what I'm potentially missing out on? And people will start sending each other the link in the group so that they can go over to the sales page. So literally the audience is promoting the offer for us, and this has consistently produced additional revenue for us during a promotion. Other than that, it's the basics. We just tell them, hey, go check your email so that you get access to the content, you get all the instructions that you need. So anyway, that is the steps that we took everybody through in order to generate over $500,000 in cash collected in just 4 days, from Tuesday through Friday. So listen, I hope you got value out of this video, my friend. I mean, I'm literally breaking down step by step how I turned thin air and an idea into over $500,000 in revenue. Now, in case we've never met before, my name is Keala Kanae. I'm an entrepreneur that went from working in a coffee shop like this for minimum wage to earning over $100 million in my online business. And I only say that so that you know that everything I share on my channel comes from real world applied knowledge of things I've learned and executed that have helped me create those results. And I share it here in hopes that it helps you create similar results as well. So if you are serious about success in both your business and your life, then make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you get notified every week when I drop more content like this. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.